It's Week 16 of the NFL, and this one features the Bulls' field-stretching tight end. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Bulls and the Browns. Coming up next.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bulls of Houston taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a...
And, wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose two on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Warren.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bulls are on the board first here this afternoon.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Watson. And his pass incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test. Taking out the...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons
in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signal for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on? There he goes, left side.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards.
And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, they got him again.
Lucas Van Ness in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Roquan Smith. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
To throw is Andrews. On 1st down,
he's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL.
Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
Josh Oliver, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bulls take a 3-touchdown lead.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run with Ford. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulls add 6 to their lead. Andrews from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try. It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Andrews now on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Andrews. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back to throw. Andrews. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bulls are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
On first down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bulls extend their lead yet again. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Ford. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson can't get away, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
To throw on second is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch. Game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 71 yards.
And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Houston's offense taking over again. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
It's caught. He caught it up.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less lead.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Andrews. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls are pouring it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw. Andrews. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Now Watson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Watson looks to throw again.
That is caught. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Watson.
That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
48-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
1 second, all that remains. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quick.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Andrews. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 51 yards.
And the Bulls come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And here's Andrews throwing on first down. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bulls have got it on cruise control. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Recovered by the Browns.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Still going. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point by York is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Houston's offense taking over again. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 93 yards. And the Bulls get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Alert, alert!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Walters. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Andrews on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Again, they turn to Ford. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns are able to claw one back. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw is Andrews. On 1st and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Andrews. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Bulls are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Well, they moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll try the left side. 4. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
York able to send this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
recovered by Houston.
Andrews following the fumble recovery. He'll throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Trey Tucker.
73 yards.
And the Bulls look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Back to throw again.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On first down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual meat,
touchdown! A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Bulls look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
To throw again. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
York able to send this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Bulls are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons
in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. To throw on second is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense taking over again. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display.
He's got a man, complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, This is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Watson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Watson. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Tyree Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. York able to send this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Andrews now, throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And here's Andrews on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Watson on 1st down. And that one too wide and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would